Hello, it's Mr. Toops, the Jedi of Believe, and you're here in the office of the Always Believe House. Oh, today we're going to continue factoring. This is probably the hardest lesson of the year because we're going to take a GCF out. Then we're going to do what we did yesterday. Yeah! So we're adding one more step. It's about as hard as you can get in Algebra 1, what we're doing today, okay? After this, it's going to get a little bit easier, okay? So stay with me on today's lesson. Make sure you go through, do all the problems. A lot less problems today because this is one more step what we did yesterday. So a magical whiteboard appears, and let's start rocking and rolling. We're about to have FUN, 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 fun. Yeah! So let's go to number 1. Notice that the 8, the 84, and the 160 are all even, aren't they? So you can take out a 2. More importantly than 2, you could go up to 4, and 4 would work too. But 8 wouldn't because 8 doesn't go into 84. These are pretty large numbers, so it's kind of hard to get the GCF. But I know that I could take a 4 out of all these numbers. So I'm going to write down 4, and I'm going to divide all these numbers by 4. This is factoring out a GCF. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, n squared. 84 divided by 4 is 21n, and 160 divided by 4 is 40. What makes this good is the numbers get smaller, right? Okay, so I factored out the 4, and now on all of these problems, you're going to be able to pull out a number like this. Notice that 2, 21, and 40 don't have a common factor, do they? Because 21's odd, isn't it? Okay? Now then, we're going to go through and do what we did yesterday. So we're going to multiply the 2 and the 40. 2 times 40 is 80. Okay, now then, let's do the calculator on this one. That way you can get a little bit more competent with it. We want to go to the calculator and get factors of 80 that add up to a positive 21. So I'm going to go to the calculator. I got to hit Control T to get out because I did my lesson yesterday. Now that I'm going to hit menu, I need to delete 1 and then 4. That deletes everything. Okay. Now that I got it cleared, now that I'm going to hit menu and then 3 and then 1. Now then, I want the factors of 80, so I'm going to hit 80 divided by x. So 80 divided by x, I'm going to hit enter. I'm not going to see anything on the graph because the y-intercept's 80 is way up. Now then, hit Control T. Okay, so I have my table. Now then, let's look what we want. We want the factors of 80 that add up to 21. So I'm going to use my calculator and get this, okay? So I'm going to keep scrolling down until my factors add up to 80, or add up to 21, right? So I'm going to go to my calculator, and I'm going to hit the down button. And notice that the 5 and the 16 work, don't they? 5 times 16 is 80, and they add up to 21. So since I used a calculator to get this, I don't have to write all those factors down. Make sure you're either writing the factors down or using the calculator. It's a little bit quicker if you can write down the factors if the number's not real big. So let's write down 5 and 21. Those are the factors that work, right? Those are 5 and 16, I'm sorry. 5 and 16. Those are going to add up to 21, right? So now then, I'm going to write down, what do I do to 16 and 5 to get a positive 21? I need a plus 16 and a plus 5. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2n. Okay? The left side, we can divide by 2 again, right? That would give me a plus 8 over n, right? My parentheses are here and here. So I'm going to have an n plus 8 and a 2n plus 5, but I got to bring down this 4. So this right here would be my answer. Okay, so you're going to take a GCF out. Then you're still going to multiply A and C, write the number over here, get the factors that add or subtract to the B term, then make your fractions and simplify, but you got to bring down this GCF in your answer, okay? Let's continue on. Let's go to number 3. Notice that these are all even, right? They would divide by 2. But the only factors of 10 are 2 and 5, right? And 5 doesn't work, so they all divide by 2. So I'm going to pull a 2 out of these numbers. So I'm going to divide all my terms by 2. That's going to give me 5x squared minus 36x minus 32. Oh. Okay, so now that I just made those numbers smaller, notice that 5 will not go into 36 or 32, will it? So my polynomial or my quadratic will not simplify anymore. Now then I'm going to do the same steps I taught you yesterday. We're going to take the A term and the C term and multiply. 5 times 32 is 160. Let's use the calculator again. We want to subtract and get 36, don't we? So we're going to go to the calculator. We're going to hit Control T to get rid of the table. We're going to hit Menu 1, 4 to delete the graph. Hit Enter. And then I need, what was it? 160. So I'm going to do Menu 3.1 or Menu, Graph, Function, and then 160 divided by X. 160 divided by X, hit Enter. I'm going to hit Control T. Ho, 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 ho. And I got my table, right? Now then, let's look at what we need. We want to subtract and get 36. So look at the table right here, the 4 and the 40, right? 4 times 40 works. And if you do 40 minus 4, you get the 36, don't you? So those are the ones we're going to work. So we're going to go back to here. We're going to write down 4 times 40. I'm going to put CALC for calculator because I did that on the calculator. This is what's going to work. Now then, we want to get negative 36, don't we? So we got to subtract them. The 40's got to be negative, right? So negative 40 plus 4 is my negative 36. The opposite of multiply is divide. I'm going to divide both sides by 5x. Now then, the left side will divide by 5. If I divide them by 5, I'll get negative 8 over x, right? This turns into my parentheses. So I'm going to have x minus 8 and 5x plus 4, and then I'm going to drop that positive 2. Ho, 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 ho. F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Oh, let's keep going. This is a blast. Yeah. Remember that taste machine I said we can make? Oh, if you can make a taste machine, like you do a math problem, and it generates a taste. Oh. So if you get the math problem right, it like generates a taste. The harder the problem, the better the taste. Oh, these problems would be like the Lupe Tortilla fajitas, the Papacita fajitas. Oh. The best of Tex-Mex. Oh, okay, these are like awesome problems, okay? This would solve dieting, okay? If you could do math problems and taste it, oh, life would be good. Oh, let's go on. Okay, oh, fun stuff, okay? Look at the next problem, 12, 56, and 196. Okay, they all divide by 2, but they also divide by 4, 6 won't work. So I know that 4 is going to divide out of here. If you need to, do 196 divided by 4, 56 divided by 4, 12 divided by 4. I'm like really good with my factors, so I can get this done. If you can't, you got to work it. You should know that they all divide by 2 and then try 4, okay? Because they're all even. So I'm going to put a 4 here, and I'm going to divide everything by 4. So I'm going to have 3r squared minus 14r minus, and this is going to be a 49. Oh, F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Okay, if I were to multiply this, I would go to the top and get that, okay? Now then, we got to multiply, don't we? So we're going to take 3 times 49. 3 times 49 is 27 plus 120 is 147. Oh, so we need the factors of 147 that subtract and give us 14. So I'm going to do that on the calculator again. So I'm going to go to the calculator, hit Control T to get rid of that table. And then I'm going to hit Menu, Actions, Delete All, and then hit Enter. Then I'm going to hit Menu, Graph, 1. I want to graph a function, and I want to graph 147. So 147 divided by X, hit Enter. I can't see it because my y-intercept's 147. Control T, and boom, I got my table. Now then, what do we want again? We want to subtract and get 14. So let's go to our table. None of these work. I need to go further down. And I need to go down until I get to, hopefully one, oh, there it is, the 2 of the 7 and the 21, right? So 7 and 21 work, and 21 minus 7 is 14, right? So I'm going to use the 7 and 21. So go back here, put 7 and 21, circle it, put CALC, so I know you did the calculator. Now then, how can I get negative 14 with 21 and 7? I need to do negative 21 plus 7. The opposite of multiply is divide. I'm going to divide both sides by 3r. And then these divide by 3, right? So I'm going to have minus 7 over r here. Now then, let's write down our numbers. So we have r minus 7, 3r plus 7, and this 4 drops. Did I drop that factor on the last one? Yes, I did. Okay? So this right here would be the answer. Oh, 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 oh. That taste sensor is like, oh, Reese's peanut butter, mega stuffed Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh, 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 oh. Good stuff. Let's keep going. Do a couple of more with these, okay? This is one extra step. You're doing the same thing you did yesterday. So we got 42, 144, and 54. They're all even. I know 2 works. 4 will not work because 4 won't go into 54. Okay, 6 will work, okay? 7, 8, 9, 6 is going to work here. So let's write down a 6, okay? I think 6 works here. Yeah, 6 works. So write down 6, and y'all listen, you're just going to have to do 54 divided by 6, 144 divided by 6, 42 divided by 6 to see if it works. Now then, since 6 works, I'm going to divide all these by 6. That's going to leave me 7b plus 24b, this should be b squared, plus 9. Now then, this won't factor anymore, will it? Because 7, 24, and 9 don't have any common factors. Next step, and this will be much simpler, we're going to multiply the 7 and 9 to get 63. We want to add up and get 24, don't we? So let's start writing our factors. 1 times 63. Okay, 2 won't work, but 3. 3 times 21, ding, 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 ding. Once you get that factor, you can stop, okay? So 3 and 21 work. Now then, I want to add and get positive 24, so I'm going to do plus 21 and plus 3. Then I'm going to divide both of them by 7b, right? The ones on the left divide by 7, so I'm going to get 3 over b. Now then, this right here turns into my parentheses. So b plus, let me erase that. B plus 3, parentheses 7b plus 3, and then this 6 drops. These are my factors. If we multiplied those binomials, we would go back up to the top and it would work out, okay? Fun, 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 fun. We'll do one more together. Turn the page. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, 9 is not even, does it? Okay, all of these will divide by 3 because 9 won't go into 48. Okay, do y'all know the rule for 3? If you add up the digits of the number and it's divisible by 3, 3 works. So 7 plus 8 is 15, 3 goes into 15, 3 will go into 78. 4 plus 8 is 12, 3 goes into 12, 3 will go into 48. So I'm going to divide these by 3. Let me change colors here. I'm going to divide all this by 3, just like we did last week, and then work it out. 3n squared plus 26n plus 16. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, now then I'm going to multiply my a and my c, and the number's going to get bigger. 48's not that bad. I can do that in my brain. I want to add up and get 26. So once I get to one that adds up to 26, I'm going to stop. So 1 times 48 works. 2 times 24, ding, 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 ding. 2 times 24 is 48, and it adds up to the 26, doesn't it? So I need to add these and get 26. So I need a plus 24 and a plus 2, don't I? Then I'm going to divide them by 3n. Simplify the one on the left, divide it by 3. And I'm going to get 8 plus 8 over 3n, or 8 over n, I'm sorry. Now then I'm going to write down the factors. It's going to be n plus 8 and 3n plus 2. And then this 3 drops. Ho, 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 ho. F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Hope you have a blast finishing these up. Just imagine if you had that taste sensor. Oh, these are some of the hardest problems you're going to do this year. Make sure you finish up. You should be able to do this okay. Use the calculator to get those factors that work. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, you are amazing. You were created to do wonderful things, and you are awesome.